Hello everyone and welcome to my new video. Today I will make a linocut and later I will print it. The design is based on Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd." If you're new here, hi, my name is Sophie. I really love to create, and on this channel I want to share my art journey with you. So let's get started. A little introduction if you don't know what a linocut is. You basically crave a design into linoleum and later you can make prints out of it. It's pretty amazing. And you should also consider that's a reversed technique, meaning that everything you crave out of a linoleum won't be seen on the print. It might be a little bit difficult to understand if you're unfamiliar with this technique, but you will see it at the result. At the beginning, you saw the design I made, and now I am tracing it on the linoleum. To do this, I drew over the back of a sketch and then over my lines. Hopefully you get it from the video, it's quite difficult to explain. Now I would love to talk about the sketch or the design I made for this linocut. As I already mentioned, it is based on Psalm 23, probably one of the most popular psalms, or maybe even the most popular one, and it's also one of my favorite Bible texts in general. And you should maybe know about me that I'm a very nervous and anxious person, so this psalm truly gives me comfort. There was a time in my life when I felt anxious all the time. Back then, I would always take my Bible and read this psalm. It always calmed me down a lot. So I think this is also the reason I chose this Bible text for the design, because it also really helps me to remember that I'm safe as long as I'm close to God. As the psalm says in verse 4, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." So you might have a lot of fears, enemies, or difficult challenges in your life. And sometimes it might seem like a very dark and scary place with no escape. But remember that God is bigger than all of your problems and fears put together. So stay by His side and let Him guide you. While writing the script for this video, I kind of thought of John 15, where Jesus said, "Remain in me, as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself, it must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me." This text wants to remind us that we must stay close to God, no matter what. You must have a good relationship with Jesus to develop your true self, and only then you can bring fruit. And this isn't important just for God or for yourself, but also for the people around you. And speaking of experience, I realized that the closer I am to God, the more love I want to give to the people around me. I really tried to portray that in my art. So as you can see, the sheep is staying close to Jesus, and Jesus is putting a hand on the sheep, right? He will guide the sheep through all obstacles. Also, maybe you notice it, I really want to show it, and that the closer you are to God, the closer you are to Jesus, the more light you will have in your life, the brighter your life will be. So you see that behind Jesus, there is barely any shadow. But the further away you go from Jesus, the darker it gets. While crafting and making this linocut, I felt such joy and such warmth inside of me. I mean, on the one hand, I was very anxious, which is quite ironic, right? This is a verse or like a psalm telling to not worry, to trust God, but I still was worrying. I I am often very nervous while creating, especially also for social media whenever I'm sharing my art, especially because I'm not experienced in lino cuts, so I was afraid of making mistakes. I even made a few mistakes, and with lino cut you can't really fix or erase your mistakes. But nevertheless, I knew that I was creating something for the Lord. I was creating something meaningful. This gave me joy. This gave me comfort. And this is also the reason why I want to create more art inspired by God, inspired by scripture, right? And this art, or this, like, creating such art, really helps me to stay close to Him. And hopefully it will help you as well. Now that I'm finished with creating the design, it's time for printing. All you need is your lino cut, paper. I'm using normal sketching paper because I heard that thin paper works pretty well with lino cuts. You will also need a glass plate. I just took one from an old picture frame, so it's nothing fancy. Furthermore, you will need a roll to apply the paint, and of course the paint itself. I bought black printing paint for lino cuts because I don't have other colors and I really like just black because it's very basic. Here you can see me applying the paint, and then the design is fully covered with the paint. You can put a paper on it. Then you must put a lot of pressure on it. So you can see my video is very shaky. I'm very sorry, but you must put a lot of pressure on it. Otherwise, the paint won't be really seen on the paper. Okay, so you see my first print wasn't exactly how I wanted it to be because I didn't spread the paint evenly, and I also missed some spots while graving out. This is why you see a few black dots or lines, even though I didn't want them to be there. So this is why I decided to correct it, and I kind of craved out a little more on my lino cut, and afterwards I made a few more prints. While I'm doing this, I want to talk a little bit about my plans for this channel. In the first place, as I already mentioned, I just want to share my art journey. I will try to post a long video, every other week. I can't promise anything, but I will try my best. And on the content, I'll probably just try out a lot of things. I will just maybe even do art vlogs, I'm not sure yet, and using different media, for example acrylic or gouache paint. Maybe I will just simply draw with pencils, with colored pencils or graphite pencils, or maybe I will even make more lino cuts. I'm honestly not sure yet. I guess we'll see in the future. I also want to mention that not all of my art will be faith related, because I also just draw regular art, if you want to say so. However, I want to create more Christian related art like this one. I love to create, so I would really love to use this passion for God. I want to show all of my results, and you see they are not perfect, but with every print they got better and better. Also, thank you so much if you stayed till the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I wish you a great rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you in the next video as well. Bye bye!